Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for Dallas first down. A handoff for Williams, running left. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Dak. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can have a little sigh of relief. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
It's no good. sent it too far right. And we continue to await our opening score in this ball game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Forward. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
No, we changed it.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
We changed it.
Jackson, quick pass wide. Down the sideline, past the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Getting the fullback involved here. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go, 47,
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
going to 53. What do you think?
Here he goes, third and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Cowboys putting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Looking to return from the 29. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with walking the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. But just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here's Dak. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Yeah, here we go.
Straight ahead with Williams. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
That one doesn't make it beyond the line. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jars loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, chill out. You change it. Report. 180. That's it. Chill out.
Lamar off the play fake. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And he hauls in the interception. Marquise Bell making the play. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
There you go. All right, man.
Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, was that last play a potential drive killer? Let's see. It is 2nd and very long.
There we go.
Now Dak to throw. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. They're down to their final one in this half.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Kill. 27. 26.
Now here's Prescott. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pull out in front for their 13-zip. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, You got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down.
At their own 16-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dak now from the gun. That's to his running back, Miles Sanders. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Dallas.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. Space past the 35. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Draymond Jones.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott set to pass. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
3rd and long, Prescott. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Giants. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across. 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll run it here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Two yards to go, second down. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he will have the Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Dart going to look to throw here. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Touchdown, Giants! Theo Johnson, 47 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Texans nothing. To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Texas.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Open man is Collins. He's got it. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
South. Oh, hey. 18. That's right.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
19 Texas.
Nixon, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A play fake, and now it's Dart. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 39-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They're winding up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing his Dart. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Giants, first down. First down and goal to go.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Jackson Dart, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 7.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
Stroud working out of the gun. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown.
And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Texans 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Stroud now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Stroud to throw it. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 2-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, man.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side and caught by Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Stroud looking to change the play. Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here we go.
Here goes Stroud again. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now is 2nd and 10. To throw his dart. They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 59 yards. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
The Giants will line up for this 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run ahead of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Back to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Texans.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the air, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. That one taken in by Neighbors. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Texans 24. Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Stroud. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First down.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go. 6, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he's down at the 20. And that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Now the first carry from the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
13 yards.
So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Devon Hamilton up for the stop. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Value 3, value 12.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23 yards long. Here's carry number 1 for Davis Etienne. And he'll get forward for a couple. And second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Jack Campbell. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Ready up. Hey. Same front. Here we go.
Lawrence. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. The return is Williams. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. That's quickly out to Williams. He's to the 15. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Making 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. From the 20, here's second down and 7. They put Strange in motion. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And this will be good enough for a first down. He gets up past the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On first down, Lawrence under pressure, and down he goes. They go. Lee McNeil getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Lawrence now on second down. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Madden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here